Hi everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. I thought I'd film a quick video before I went to work, but today is Halloween. Happy Halloween. Although when you'll see this, it'll be a couple days after. But I hadn't got to play with any of my Halloween palettes, and it makes me so sad. I know I could still play with them, obviously, anytime I want, but I know I could still play with like the fall ones, like the Too Faced ones, the Apple and Love and the Pumpkin, and it still be relevant in a way. But I really miss that I didn't, film with them. It makes me really sad, actually. But I thought today, of all days, I was going to do it. I didn't care what the time was. I was going to sit down and play with something. And at first, I was going to do the trick or treat from Glamlight. And again, most of my Halloween stuff is from Glamlight because obviously they're like the king, the queen, king, whatever of these horror things. But I decided not to. I decided to pull something from basically because the outfit I was wearing would have went with that, and this outfit does not. But also, I wanted to play with a little bit of everything. You know what I mean? So let's get started. So for foundation, I am wearing the, is it Maybelline or L'Oreal? Oh Lord, Maybelline, the Pro Glow foundation. Am I right? Or is it L'Oreal? Y'all see, this is why I don't do this because I shouldn't be. I don't know. It is L'Oreal. See, it's a good thing I found it. So it's the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow 204 is the foundation I'm wearing today. I forget how much I love this foundation. I really do. It's just so pretty. It really is. And it's almost a spot on color for me. So I really do like that. Um then for concealer, I'm wearing the Too Faced uh concealer. Is it the Born This Way or is that the foundation? Again, can't find it. Have no clue where I put this stuff. I use it and then I just throw it somewhere. Yep, Born This Way. The multi-use sculpting concealer. And this is in light beige. Again, good color for me. I set under the eyes and T-zone with the Too Faced Peach Perfect powder. I am getting so low, you all. I'm gonna cry when that's gone. I'm gonna cry. It's so good. I wish they'd bring it back, at least just for just not reformulate it, but just bring it back for a little bit. Then for bronzer, I am wearing the YSL bronzer. I actually lost this, and then I found this, and then I was like, I need to try this again, and I have it in shade 02. Yeah, I really like that bronzer. So I have that. And then for blush, I did pull the Trick or Treat. So for the Trick or Treat collection, I pulled the blush. Which, you know what I realized was that they don't have a bronzer. At least I don't think they do. Which I kind of find interesting because I would have thought by now they would have had a bronzer. But this is the palette I used. I used this shade right here on my cheeks. I was kind of wanting a more orangey shade to be fair, but this shade works. You know what I mean? It's good enough. Then for highlighter, I pulled the Friday the 13th highlighter. Look at that packaging. Ah, it's gorgeous. And that's the highlighter that I'm wearing. It is a little bit too light for my skin tone, but we made it work. That's all that matters. And then technically, if I was going to pick my favorite palette, you all know that I adore the Chucky palette. My favorite. Like, hands down, my favorite palette from them. But instead, I didn't. So for the Chucky collection, I actually pulled the lipstick in the Chucky and the lip liner. And I do think it goes really good with this look. So what palette did I pick? Well, I picked the Halloween 2 palette. And I love this palette. Because it just has a little bit of everything. You got a little bit of greens, you got a little bit of blues, you got your basic neutral. Like, it screams Halloween, but fall, but yet every day. You know what I mean? Like, yes, if you want to be artistic, you can. But if you want to just throw on a look, you can. And it also has a lot of shades that can be like a one and done, which I really enjoy. So we'll get started here, but let me just go over the eyeliner. The eyeliner I'm wearing is the Tarte Fake Awake in emerald green, which I also will be wearing that mascara, but I have no idea where I put that. Oh, it's right here. Yeah, okay. So that'll be the mascara we wear. But let's get started with the palette. So the first shade we're going to go into is Trick or Treat, which is this one right here. And to be fair, this is a basic look, okay? Like, this could be an everyday look, not necessarily a Halloween look. Is it giving me a little bit of Halloween vibes? Sure. It's not necessarily like, it's more fall, I feel like, though, to be fair. But the palette itself, gives me what I need. And these shades are just so pretty. So easy to work with. Like, it's a beautiful palette. It really is. So how have you all been? I know this kind of has to be a little bit quicker of a video because I do have to go to work. I'm taking that same shade along the lower lash line, and I really wish I had more time. But, like, I leave for work insanely early because I'm always scared, like, anything can happen and I don't want to be late, right? But at the same time, my car lately hasn't been doing the best. And I wish I could say, oh, I prioritize correctly. And I put, my car first because obviously it has to get me to and from work. And I do wish I could say that I prioritize right. And I don't buy makeup, obviously. No, not me. I put my car first. I do not. Should I have? Yes. So if you learn anything, learn that. Prioritize. And mind you that today is also the start of the Sephora sale. Yeah. We're going to go into Hannonfield Memorial Hospital. This dark brown right here. And I'm going to put it on the outer corner of my eye. Yeah, learn from me. Like, put your money where it should go, I guess. In my defense, I feel like, I know I shouldn't feel like this because it is immature, I get it. But, like, somebody will fix my mistakes, clean up after me. And who would that be? Probably my parents, to be fair. Why do I feel this? I don't know. Should I know? And have I asked for help? No, I have not asked for help. Because I did this. So I'm being a big girl. And I'm going to figure it out. Right now, I am saving a little bit of money. Well, to be fair, let's be honest. There's not been anything to catch my attention. As far as launches, not really, right? Well, maybe there has. I just haven't seen it. I've been kind of staying clear of things. And where I'm not working at Ulta very much, I haven't been keeping up with the new. And I don't do truck anymore, so I don't see the new. Which is a good and a bad thing all at the same time, But I feel like it's a good thing because obviously we all probably have way too much makeup. I'm taking that same shade, that darker shade, and running it under the lower lash line. And we probably should be using what we have, number one. And that's what I'm doing. I'm using it, or to be fair, I'm passing it along. So, because I don't want anything to go to waste, right? And with everything that I have, technically, I really don't need to be buying too much of anything. Obviously, there's still things that do catch my attention. But mainly, it's like, I don't want to say newer stuff that's never been launched or anything, because I don't even think that's possible at this point, right? But I think like the last things I purchased was like, I mean, besides the holiday stuff, but like I did purchase the NYX like lip stain liners, but I didn't purchase the Huda ones because I didn't find them to be like I didn't think they'd work in the sense of actually like lining a lip. I figured it'd be hard. We're gonna go to Slay all day. This color here, oh my gosh, I think it'd be such a beautiful one and done color. Well, I mean, I know it would be, at least for me, because it's just the perfect like neutral beigey color. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just gorgeous. Like, and it's all over the lid, and it's metallic, but and shiny, but like not too over the top. You know what I mean? Like it's just enough. It's just enough shiny and just enough something, and it's just a gorgeous color. Like I give props to Glamlight. Like not only are they creative with their collabs and nailing them in a way, like the color stories are good, and they've got the formula. Their formulas are so good. We're going to take that same dark brown that I just used in the outer corner, and we're going to run it along the top lash line also. The only thing I question with the look is I'm wondering if I should have used a brown mascara instead of the green. But at the same time, I think the green still looks good. You know what I mean? I'm thinking the brown probably would have looked better as far as like color story wise, but I think the green gives it just a little bit of a pop, you know what I mean? And especially with my green eyes or hazel eyes, it looks okay. I will say I think the magenta though, that came out with this line that Tarte did, because they did what, 4 colors or something, I think it brings out the hazel in my eyes better, but I do think the green is still pretty. And then we're going to go into this shade right here, He's Back, and I'm just going to put that right on the inner corner of my lid, or of my lid, yeah, the inner corner of my eye. Lord have mercy. Just for a little oomph. It's a little bit different. Like it's not necessarily like usually I would have went in with one good scare. This one here, but I just wanted to try something different. But I do think it worked. I think it worked really well to put that in the inner corner. Is this a basic look? Yes, yes it is. But is it pretty? Yes, yes it is. Let's add the mascara now. And again, y'all know how I feel about the Tarte lid mascaras. Love them. They wear well on me. They don't transfer, smudge, nothing. And I can wear them on the top and the lower lash line, which I appreciate. I don't have to use several different mascaras, you know. But at the same time, not that I don't mind doing that either. But I do think the whole look turned out really well today. I'm pleased with it. Oh, and I made a mess. I'll pick it off in a minute. But what do you think of this look? Did you all break out your Halloween palettes? And if you did, which one did you use? Were you able to use them all? If you have more than like 1 or 2? I should have pulled them out. Well, actually, I have the Chucky one sitting here always, but I should have just used it. And I still can. And I still might. You never know. Alright. I will say the green mascara is really pulling that green inner corner out more. I didn't see it until just now. And I do like that a little bit because it gives a little bit of pop color. But all in all, I really do like the way this look came out. I am pleased. And now I get to go to work for 10 hours. And then and then I come home, so. But I did work 10 hours, unfortunately, today. Well, it's really not that unfortunate because I got a lot to do, actually. Because I had a day off, and then I had a short day. So the day off, nothing got done, and then at my short day, I got a little bit done, but not as much as I wanted. But I do have to get out of here in case, car troubles. But that's the final look using that palette. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you some kind of inspiration, even if it's just to pull out what you already own. Because sometimes you don't need the new when you already have it in the old. And it's better. Formula's better. Packaging's better. It's just better. And it saves you money. In case something happens, And you need that money. Because you never know. Because when it rains, it pours. That much I do know. But anyway, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all. That way you're notified when I upload. I upload when I can. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.